So welcome to all of you for the today's session. My dear friends, my dear gods, my dear masters. Welcome to the Holistic Wellness Program, Batch 4, Day 6.
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste, namaste. Right. So kindly mute your audios, please, until I call you, or the question and answers you can reopen. Yes. So my sincere pranams to my beloved Guruji, Brahmarshi Patriji. Once again, heartily welcome to all of you to participate in the today's session. Right. So the day 6 schedules are here. As usual, every day what we follow. And friends, today day 6 topics are Patanjali Astanga Yoga, the holistic lifestyle, vitamin D and B12, which are very important for us, need to understand. And we try to understand what is Mudra, the best for ear issues, any hearing issues. So here has got a lot of infection or whatever. Home remedies for ear issues. So these are the two topics we'll be covering. Now the Patanjali Astanga Yoga. So before going to the Patanjali Astanga Yoga, my dear friends, my dear gods, my dear masters, here is these three sentences. Always we try to, whenever we start any session, we use these sentences. My dear friends, my dear gods, my dear masters. So what is the importance of these three sentences? Let's briefly understand, my dear friends. So when we say my dear friends, it means we're all friends. So we're all in Maitri. That means we are in Maitri. That's called friendship. So we are friends to whom? We are friends to human beings. We are friends to everybody on this earth planet. Right? So that's what we need to understand. So there's nothing as such, there's no difference between one life, other life. So there are so many life beings, my dear friends. See, all the life beings, we are all connected. We are all friends each other. So we are all friends each other. There is no differentiation. There is no superiority, inferiority. We are all friends to each other. That's the meaning of it. The whole cosmos, all the creatures, everyone is friend to each other. We have to learn from each other. So that's the meaning of it. It means we have to learn from each other. So that's the meaning of that. That is, my dear friends, my dear masters. It means we're all masters. We call everybody master. Who join the meditation on first day also, we call them as a master. So he's in the path of becoming a master. He tried to learn something. So there's no disciplehood here. That's what yesterday I explained in PSSM 18 principles. So we're all masters, and maybe I'm little senior, you're a junior, or however, everybody is learning. Everybody is in the path of learning. So everybody will definitely become master. So there are no disciples. Everybody will be learning in their own life cycle, right? So that's called master, the dear masters, my dear gods. So it's very simple to understand this, my dear gods. Why we say this? Because the God is everywhere. The soul consciousness is in everybody. So when the God is residing in everybody, so then we're all gods. So we call it as my dear God. That's a sentence we try to use in order to, in the start the initiation, we try to use this phrase. It's important one, right? So this is a way we need to understand the importance of these things, my dear masters. So now, so what is the importance of Dhyana Shastra, Adhyatmik Shastra, Atma Gnana Shastra, Yoga Shastra, spiritual science? We need to understand today. We'll try to understand in the deeper sense, in the view of Patanjali Maharshi. Every one of you might have heard about Patanjali Maharshi. He is a great yogi. He came to the earth planet about 5,000 years ago, and he was a Maharshi, he was a Brahmarshi. The Brahmarshi, Patanjali yogi, has come and devised a Patanjali Astanga Yoga. He has given us, the great gift to the entire humanity, that is Patanjali Astanga Yoga. Through Patanjali Astanga Yoga, my dear friends, today we try to understand the whole spiritual science in the view of Patanjali Maharshi. That's what we are going to do today. So, first of all, to understand spiritual science, What is spiritual science? Whatever the science, it teaches us how to live and how to master ourselves. What are the mastery? What is the mastery we need to get, my dear friends? We always need to achieve. So one important thing is we need to achieve the mastery over our own thoughts, how to think, what not to think, how to speak, what not to speak, what to do, what not to do. So it means on manasa vacha karmana. So these three, thinking and speaking and talking, and all these things, we must have the better control. When then we can say that we are mastering our own mind. That means we achieve the mastery. So that is the aim of the spiritual science. Why we need to practice the spiritual science? The number one is we want to become friend to everybody. In the entire cosmos, we have to become a friend to everybody. So that is the aim of the spiritual science. Okay. So that's the aim of the spiritual science. Yes. Right. So the aim of the spiritual science are two things, my dear friends. Always number one, we want to become a friend all the life beings. So that means be compassionate, be a friend to the all the life beings. That is the aim of spiritual science. The second aim of the spiritual science, in order to achieve the mastery over us, that means we need to become a master of ourselves, our own life. Yes, somebody has to mute. Yes. So we need to become a master of our own mind. We need to become a master of our own, six inner gunas, six inner qualities. That's what we said, Arishad Vargas. That means we have an attachment, we have an anger, we have a jealousy, we have pride, we have desires, right? Moha, Krodha, Kama, Krodha, Moha, Lobha, Mada, Macharya. So all the six qualities are there with us. Everybody. We need to become a master of all this. We need to win over all these things. Definitely, we need to achieve a control over all these qualities. It means we will get a control over our own mind. We get a control. The full control we'll get. Then we become a master. Otherwise, what happens? Suppose if you have kind of a jealousy. So what is the jealousy? First of all, we will be understanding this Arshad Vargas in one of the class in detail. But I'm trying to give an example. If you have jealousy, what happened? So you obviously, if somebody is good, somebody is good, somebody is better than you, he is richer than you. So always you are feeling jealousy about him. About him, you are always having a jealousy. You are not able to become a friend with him, right? So that's a problem. Whoever is able to, this jealousy, what happens is, so the character will destroy you only. It doesn't affect the other person on whom you are feeling jealousy. So that is why, so these kind of characters, if you have it in your own life, you cannot become a master. Definitely with all these qualities, so all these qualities has to be controlled. It has to be kept under control. Nothing should become more, nothing should become too less. You can moderate them. Try to maintain the moderate way. So then it is easy to achieve the mastery over your own mind. So that is the purpose of spiritual science. Spiritual science purpose, the first one is to become a friend to all the life beings and become a friend to yourself, to all the life beings. That's the number one. Second one is to achieve the mastery over yourself, over your talking, your thinking, your doing. Need to have perfect control. So that is the purpose of spiritual science, why we need to learn. The third one is, the final aim of spiritual science is to understand that you are that God. You are the God. You are that. It means Maham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi, Tatvamati Setaketu. Right? So these are the things. Sarvam Kalidam Brahma. So likewise, what you are trying to understand is, I am the God. God is everywhere. God is everywhere. I am the God. Aham Brahmasmi. When you understand this, the entire Srishti, entire universe, cosmos is having only one thing, which is soul consciousness. When you get a realization of this particular thing, that is the ultimate aim of the spiritual science. So that is why it's so important that every time we need to repeatedly, we need to understand the spiritual science. We need to read in many, many perspectives, not in only one perspective. So we need to understand the spiritual science. We call the spiritual science as a Adhyatmika Shastra, Atma Gnana Shastra, or otherwise we call it as so many names, Dhyana Shastra. And finally, the Patanjali Astanga Yoga. This is going to define the entire spiritual science in the in the 8-step procedure, my dear friends. Within 8-step procedure, we will definitely understand this Patanjali, through Patanjali, in the view of Patanjali, right? In the view of Patanjali, we are going to understand today the deeper perspective of the spiritual science, which is going to give you the complete A to Z, from the so zero to the pinnacle. So complete understanding of a spiritual science, you will get it through the Patanjali Astanga Yoga, which we are going to look at now. So now, especially whatever Dhyana Shastra, for example, you study much of different sciences, so many metallic sciences you are going to study day in, day out. Everybody will be studying one or other materialistic science. It may be botany, zoology, chemistry, physics. So many sciences are there. We are all going to study. So we study the theory. We also experiment in practice in the laboratory. So likewise, what happened? Even our spiritual science is a theory. Is going to give a lot of wisdom, lot of knowledge, lot of information. Is going to provide you. You are going to study through spiritual science, granthas and textbooks, and so many masters have written. You are going to gain the knowledge within you, and that knowledge will be converted into the wisdom. That means Gnana becomes Vijnana only when you apply into the daily life. That means you need to apply that through the practice of meditation. You convert that information or a knowledge. That means a Gnana. The Gnana you should convert into Vijnana by the practice. The practicals of spiritual science is nothing but meditation. So spiritual science is the theory, Dhyana Shastra is the theory, and you are going to practice meditation. That is the tool. So that is the practice which you need to achieve. That is the practicals. So you have to do the practicals. That is called meditation. You have a theory that is called spiritual science or Dhyana Shastra, my dear friends. So now, in this way, we need to completely learn the spiritual science in the overall perspective, and then we definitely become master of own life. Will obviously become master of our own life, my dear friends. We'll become master of our life, and when we become master of our life, we will not have any kind of worries. We have no stress, we have no strain, and we have no anxiety, and we have no jealousy. We have no the kind of comparison, the no blaming or no judgment, no comments on anybody. So what happens is when you understand yourself, you understand about everything, all about you. First of all, you understand about yourself through the spiritual science, through the Dhyana Shastra. The first and foremost benefit is for yourself. Before you apply your own wisdom or before you help others, the first and foremost benefit belongs to you. So that is through spiritual science or Adhyatmika Shastra or the meditation science, spiritual science. It is going to benefit you first of all. How does it going to benefit you? First, it will show you the realization of yourself. What are you? First of all, what are you? Are you a physical body? Are you a mental body? Are you beyond that physical and mental body? Every answer you will achieve through your own sadhana, your own practice of spiritual science. So when you really understand your true form, then you don't have any worries. When you don't understand your true form, your true essence, your inner essence, you do not know. You are never attempted to visualize. We are never attempted to realize that true form of yourself. Because of that, you have a lot of worries. You always think, what happened if my child has not studied properly? My children is not getting married. My child is not getting job, and my husband is not getting job. We have no financial income. So likewise, you keep suffering with so many things. You are keep suffering, my dear friends. But when you really understand what are you exactly, not only this physical body, right? When you understand, when you tune with yourself, when you synchronize with your own inner self, what happens is it's going to provide you everything. Definitely it's going to provide everything because you're already connected to the universal purpose, the universal consciousness, you're already connected. So you don't need to worry about it. That's what Lord Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Do your duty and leave it to me. And do 50% of spirituality, 50% of materialistic life. Lead your life in such a way so that what happens is spend your time in whole 124 hours. Spend half of the day. That means 50% time to your materialistic life, 50% time to spiritual life. In spiritual life, what happens? You'll be practicing meditation, you'll be reading spiritual books, sajjana sangatya, swadhyaya, so much you will be doing, right? So that's why 3 plus 2 plus 1. And you will be doing the materialistic life, it's called vrutti. Vrutti means what? We'll be doing, some job or a business or some, the affair. So whatever we do in outside in the society, in order to lead your materialistic life, in order to fulfill your day-to-day requirements. So when you balance out your life with 50 is to 50 formula, then what happens is the nature will look after. That's what Sri Krishna guarantees us through Bhagavad Gita. So do my duty, I'll take care of your duty. I take care of your life. That means, so what he says is, so try to spend your time more in the akarmas. More akarma means what? Doing nothing is called akarma. Doing nothing is called akarma. That itself is called meditation. If you are in the meditation, if you are in the more and more akarma, then all the karmas, whatever you are supposed to do, whatever you are supposed to get, whatever you are expecting, all the things will be fulfilled by me. I will take care of you. You take care of dharma. You take care of yourself. You try to understand of your own reality. Then what will happen is I will take care of you. You never need to worry about your own mundane things, day-to-day things. So we generally what happens, we worry so much, we worry too much. If you don't get something, we'll worry a lot. That means, the reason is you don't know the reality of you, first of all. When you understand the reality of you, then there is no more sound, unnecessary crying, the unnecessary repenting or regretting. All this will never come out of you. The reason is you are already knowing, you are already visualized, you're already visited yourself in the deepest sense of the inner reality, which already you came to know. So that is why the first and foremost thing, friends, in order to do, before doing any job, before you become a officer or a the collector or a IPS officer, or before you become a software engineer, or before you become a business person, what exactly you need to do is you need to become a master of yourself. That's what we need to teach every one of our children. We must start teaching right from the childhood. It's so important, my dear friends. The spiritual science is, the mother of all sciences, which has to be given before you start giving any of the other sciences. All other sciences, what exactly they can do is they may be fulfilling your physical requirements. They may be satisfying a temporary gratification, or those kind of things you'll be achieving through your materialistic sciences. Whatever the great excellence you are at, any materialistic science, what all this going to happen is, obviously, you may have seen, you may be becoming one CEO of a company. You may have a lot of money, big bungalow, and big car, whatever it may be. But are you internally happy? Are you internally fully satisfied and the completely the overwhelmed? So do you have that kind of satisfaction inside? And definitely not. So that's what we see day in, day out. We come to know many of that kind of instances. So that is the reason. Ultimately, no one is happy. So no one is happy completely internally. That's called the bliss, that's ananda. Nobody is living. Even though whatever the physical status he is having, but is never happy. That is why for our children, right from childhood, you must teach this spiritual science. First, make him to understand who is he. Who is he, first of all? So if he is able to understand, he is not the physical body alone. He is the spiritual being living in the physical body for the human experiences. Then what will happen is the entire life become a child play for him. It becomes a play. It becomes a game for him, my dear friends. We're all here. We're all here on the Earth planet. We are playing the cricket game. What happens is, as a batsman, you get lot of balls. You have to what you have to do. You have to bat continuously bat. So being a batsman on the cricket pitch, cricket ground, what you are going to do is you are going to get a lot of challenges, lot of difficulties, so a lot of issues and happiness, crisis, so many things will be coming. Every ball is a challenge for you, my dear friends. How you have to exactly do the kind of batting, so that you need to learn. That's the art of learning the cricket. So that's how even in our current life, we are exactly playing the cricket game. You see how about like about one two batsmen, but there are 11 bowlers, 11 bowlers, and bowlers and fieldmen, all the field sportsmen. Altogether there are 11 people, but you are only two people. You understand? So that means what, in our life also, maybe myself, and close to me there is one more, my soulmate or whoever. So we are two people, not more than that. Myself and my soulmate. Maybe we are two people, but around us, there will be 11 people who always be trying to give a trouble to you, trying to throw the balls on you. Then you need to know, you need to learn how to really, depend a ball, not to get into out condition. Like, you should not get out of the game, right? Somehow you have to depend, or you can hit the six, or you can hit the four, right? So likewise, many problems comes to us also in the physical life, like how 11 people are throwing a ball, somebody is fielding, somebody is throwing ball, all these are there, they keep on doing for these two people. But these two people have to stand there and face any kind of a situation. The same way in our life also, we are a batsman, we keep standing and we keep getting lot of issues all around us. Everybody will be ready to give some issues to you, including your family members, including your children, spouse, your boss, your colleagues. When you go to the house, what happened? So she started scolding. This is not there, that is not there, you're not doing like this, you're not doing that. So of course you're already engaged in something, but she's also scolding. So see how the issues comes, how the real issues comes. In order to understand all these things, in order to really face all these things, you need a stability mind, you need a mastery of mind. When you are mastering your mind, you can face any kind of challenges, my dear friends. It can be anything: family issues, the outside issues, the society issues, the with respect to your career, there may be several issues. Likewise, anything, a ball can come in any, with any speed, with any kind of a velocity, but you should be ready to hit the ball. So likewise, we should also be ready to face any challenges in our life. So that is the reality of the life, my dear friends. So to understand all these things, to become master of yourself, you must need the spiritual science, without which you never become a master. You never enjoy your life journey on the earth planet. You'll be suffering always for small thing. I used to see many people for a small thing, so they make a huge cry and they'll be suffering, and they make others also into, the falling trap into that suffering, and others will also be impacted, negatively impacted, my dear friends. So that is why, be a master of yourself, learn the spiritual science always, all the time, for everybody, right from the child to the till the last breath. You must be keep reading, keep studying, keep practicing meditation. There is no other go. There is no other go at all. Okay, so that's how the Facebook founder, you see Facebook founder, Apple founder, right? Steve Jobs. So the Facebook founder also there. So all these people, what happens is, they came to the our Himalayas. They came to the Himalayas. So they learned all the spiritual science, the spiritual knowledge, wisdom, practicing meditation, everything they have done with the help of Neem Karoli Baba. So Neem Karoli Baba, actually his ashram is right in the near Nainital, and that is Kanchidham. So Kanchidham is the place where Neem Karoli Baba was there. For a long time he was living there. He was a great Hanuman Bhakta. He was such a wonderful master, my dear friends. You can read the books, okay? Read the books and try to understand about him. He used to teach the spiritual science and meditation, everything to the Facebook founder and the Apple founder. So that's where they learned, and then they went back, right? So such is the case of successful people also. So you understand. So before you enter into any of the profession, even before you enter into any of education, Even the child gets into the education of any materialistic education. What we are studying is mechanical education. So before entering into anything, first let him become a master of his own mind. That's what my recommendation. That's what my recommendation to study spiritual science in order to become the master of your own mind, your own life, my dear friends. Anyway, now let's understand the same spiritual science with respect to our great Maharshi, Patanjali Maharshi, right? So let's understand more from him now, right? So as I said, friends, three benefits of Dhyana Shastra are spiritual science. That is Maitri. Maitri, the friendship you will achieve, master of your life, you will become master, and you will achieve the self-realization. These are the three primary and most and ultimate benefits of your spiritual science. Now, Dhyana Shastra in the spiritual perspective and taught by Patanjali. So, friends, what happens is the meaning of this statement is the Patanjali has given 8 steps of this Patanjali Yoga. Try to understand. He has given 8 steps. So what happens is in the 8 steps, the order what has been given by Patanjali Maharshi is Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. These are the 8 steps given by him, right? So when you understand these 8 steps, let me tell you. So when you go through these 8 steps, the first 2 steps are very critical steps, my dear friends. So Yama and Niyama. What is Yama and Niyama? So try to see here. So what will happen is Yama means it will be like Satyam, Ahimsa, Brahmacharya, Asteyam, Aparigraham. These are the 5 principles you must follow in your life to become a master of your life, to become a self-enlightened master, to become a master of your own mind. And so if you have studied spiritual science, you become a master means you must have these principles with you. What are those? Satyam, Ahimsa, Brahmacharya, Asteyam, Aparigraham. All these qualities you must have it. Let me tell you little bit brief about it. Satyam means you must speak truth. Whatever you speak, it must be a truth, right? So how do you do this? Before you practice the spirituality, right? You didn't understand the spirituality at all. You are in the first step, that is in Yama. When you are in the Yama itself, I am telling you that speak only truth. Speak only the truth and talk truth and live in the truth. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Is it possible for us? Definitely it's not possible, friends. Right? So that's what one of the principle I'm telling you. Ahimsa. That means I need to live in the non-violence. I don't need to, I should not hurt mentally, verbally, physically to anybody. So that's the state of my life should be leading non-violence, leading the life of non-violence. At the same time, brahmacharya. That means I need to be in the brahmacharya. That means I need to have always the awareness about the inner self. That means I have to live with a Brahma Padartha. I need to live with the consciousness of the soul. So that's what we need to do. Asteyam, that means non-stealing. So we don't need to eye of any others properties. We don't need to eye for others possessive whatever the belongings. We never eye for those. We never the fond of other people, others positions, others properties, whatever it may be, whatever assets it may be. At the same time, aparigraham means what? Aparigraham means it's like a non-possessiveness. Whatever I have, I should be happy with it. If I have food, if I don't have food, right? If I have a little bit, whatever I have, so I should be always happy with it. I should never be going beyond certain limits. So these friends, try to understand why I'm describing here a little bit about all these five principles is. So in Patanjali Yoga, our order is Yama and Niyama. See the Niyama, what are the Niyama? Santosha, being happy always. Saucha, be in cleanliness. Swadhyaya means keep reading the books, understand the all spiritual books, whatever it may be. Tapaha, that means try to reduce your sleep and rest and sex, all these things, keep reducing. Tapaha, Iswara Pranidhana. So Iswara Pranidhana means live in the consciousness of the God, live in the consciousness of Iswara consciousness. So that's what the meaning of all this. So these two things I'm telling you, before you not even start the asana, these two things first achieve it, then enter into the asana. Is it possible for anybody? A common people, a common man can never achieve this, my dear friends. It is very difficult, highly difficult. How do you achieve it? Yama and Nema are so, these two are basically the very toughest controls. toughest regulations and principles of life. So you can never be able to achieve these two things. In order to achieve these two things itself, you may spend about 30, 40, 50 years. No idea when you achieve these things. That means you force yourself, you force yourself, you say to your mind, saying that I have to speak the truth. But when the reality comes in front of you, the reality of life comes and stand in front of you, you can't achieve it. You will go out of it. You lose the control. You may speak something, which is, you may be telling lies also in order to save yourself. So likewise, friends, in order to have this yama and niyama, achieve it in a perfect state, it's highly impossible before doing any sadhana. That's what the understanding of PSSM. Patanjali has of course defined yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. This is the way, this is the order he has given. But we rearranged, as per PSSM, we rearranged for every common man in order to enter into the spirituality. Before this, what happens is, before PSSM, maybe other organizations, I don't know about the other organizations, what they do, but especially PSSM, we have given a provision, we have given access to every common person to enter into this spirituality through the simplest process of anapanasati meditation itself. So that's how we try to give the asana, pranayama, all these things in the beginning. That means what happens is, as per PSSM, what we really tested and practically implemented is, right from asana, then till samadhi, we achieve all these 6 states. Okay. After the 6th state, obviously, yama and nema, by default, they'll come to every person, my dear friends. This is the great understanding of our spiritual, our PSSM philosophy behind the Patanjali Astanga Yoga. So let me start one by one. So you can definitely understand more as we progress in the topic, right? So the 8 steps of PSSM, that's what I defined here, friends. So what is now? Let's understand. So as per PSSM, what is the Patanjali Astanga Yoga? All the 8 steps are as follows, as below. That is, first asana, then pranayama, then the pratyahara, then the dharana, then dhyana, samadhi, yama, niyama. So this is the order of the all the Patanjali Astanga Yoga, 8 steps of Patanjali Astanga Yoga. In this order, we rearrange by PSSM. Now let's understand step by step. The first step is asana, my dear friends. Asana means simple understanding. Let me tell you. So whatever we are doing anapanasati meditation, in that what asana we follow, I try to tell many times to you. Sthira Sukha Asana, right? So that means crossing your fingers, crossing your legs, closing your eyes, right? Sitting straight and sitting comfortably anywhere, any place. That is called Sthira Sukha Asana, my dear friends. So that is enough. That is asana. But many people here, they are confused with what you call, physical asanas. Physical asanas are good. For what sake? The physical asanas are good for the physical exercises, for the physical fitness. You can do some stretchings. What is meant by physical? See, yoga means, many times people are confused yoga word. Yoga means they try to understand it's a yoga asanas. It is not the yoga asanas, my dear friends. Yoga means, as per Patanjali Maharshi, yoga means yogaha chitta vritti nirodha. Yogaha chitta vritti nirodha. So that is the meaning of it. What is the meaning of yoga? Yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Chitta means mind, right? Chitta means mind. Vritti means that is the nature of mind. Nirodha means avoid the nature of thinking. That means making your mind empty. That means always try to reduce the thoughts and try to make your chitta, that means mind, to be empty, to become empty. So that is the meaning of yoga. So how do you achieve that? Through anapanasati, you can definitely achieve that. So yogaha chitta vritti nirodha. Yogaha karmasu kaushalyam. All this is important, my dear friends. If you do yoga, what will achieve? With the practice of yoga, the karmas kaushal, that means any karma you do, it become a kaushalyam. That means it become an excellence, right? So that leads to excellence, my dear friends. Yogi Bhava Arjuna. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, always become a yogi. Before going into the war field, before doing anything, first become a yogi. That's what he says, always. Friends, anyway, so this asana, you must understand in the sense of Sthira Sukha Asana, which every day we are doing. So that's the first step Of course, as a meditator of Anapanasati meditation, every day we sit in the Stira Sukha Asana. That is the first step of asana in Patanjali. As per Patanjali Maharshi, the asana meaning is that. Okay, now let's go to the pranayama. Friends, in the asana, what happened is we made our physical body stable, idle, okay, idle and stable, so that we don't waste any of the physical body energy now, because we have closed the eyes, we have crossed the fingers, we have crossed the legs, and we have sit straight, and we have made our physical body stand still. When we made our physical body stand still and when we close the eyes, most of the bodily energy will be conserved. So that is the first advantage of this Sthira Sukha Asana. Next, what is pranayama, friends? What is pranayama? As per Anapanasati meditation, try to understand. This is Sthira Sukhamaya Pranayamam. Do not confuse with other pranayama methods. What is spoken, what is taught as per the many other yoga gurus. What are the Brahmari pranayama? Right? You have a Anuloma Viloma pranayama. So likewise, there are other pranayamas are there. Bhastika pranayama. There are other pranayamas methods are there. Of course, they are also useful for the sake of your respiratory problems. You want to clean the respiratory system. Definitely, you can practice these pranayama methods separately. Okay. So do not do not confuse with those pranayamas and this pranayama. Here pranayama means Sukhamaya pranayama. What is Sukhamaya pranayama, friends? What we need to do is, whenever we sit in the Sthira Sukha Asana, that is first asana, that is the first step. Second step is when you sit in the pranayama, that means you are just observing natural inflow and outflow of the breath. So that is called Sukhamaya pranayama. That means second step, you have achieved it. Through when you practice Anapanasati, you will definitely achieve this, my dear friends. So that's how what happens is, when you are practicing this pranayama, let me tell you, when the pranayama through pranayama, what happens? Now you have stopped the mind also. Now in the asana, you have stopped the physical body. In the pranayama, you have stopped the mind also. When you stop the mind, what happens? All the thoughts which goes out of you will be stopped completely, right? So then what happens is, you save the thought energy, you save the mind energy, you save the mental energy. So that's where lot of conservation of your mind energy will be happen. So that means now with the asana, perfect asana, perfect pranayama, when you do through Anapanasati, you achieve the two things is, the physical bodily energy is conserved and your mental energy is conserved. Togetherly, the entire your body, your human system, the energy will be conserved and it will be multifold increase will happen within your own system, my dear friends. That's the great advantage of this, the Anapanasati meditation. Now, let's go to the friends. What happens is, now when you do pranayama, what will happen? Slowly, with pranayama, the more and more practice you do pranayama, that means you are observing the breath. What happens? Slowly, your mind becomes empty because you are observing the breath. Then mind, but obviously mind slowly, it gets into empty state. So when it becomes empty state, you all know what happens. You receive a lot of cosmic energy through Brahmarandra. It will be filling our, the etheric body, whatever the energy body, it will be keep filling it. So that's what happens naturally, which we are, we have been practicing for some quite number of days now. So when you are with the pranayama, you are called as a dhyani. You are called as a meditator. Okay, that's number one. Now let's go to the pratyahara, friends. What is pratyahara? Try to understand pratyahara in a deeper sense. See, these kind of meanings of all these words you will not get outside, my dear friends. Outside any grantha you speak, any grantha you go through it, you will understand the entire Patanjali Astanga Yoga will be defined in different way, where you get confused, you don't know how to proceed further. Okay, that's where you never get an interest in order to study the spiritual science. You will stop the spiritual science itself because it looks for you so difficult, my dear friends. Even reading itself is so difficult. How do you think of implementation? So there's no question of implementation. Then slowly you come out of the spiritual science. You think that, it's not my age, for a child or a youngster or a job goer or, college professional. What you feel is, oh, this is not for me. Only when I become old, whenever I become old and, when I don't have any work, then I'll spend my time for this. Because the reason is the spiritual science got complicated. So with so many mantras, so many chanting, so many type of restrictions, conditions, the free conditions, so much, even the Astanga Yoga, they teach you in so many different ways where you don't understand the actual sense, how to proceed, how to enter into spiritual science, you will not get the, you will not get that perspective. Thus, that particular perspective, easy perspective, we are trying to give through this particular session. Try to understand and implement. So, pratyahara. What is pratyahara, friends? When you close your eye, you close your eyes, right? You are observing the breath. Lot of cosmic energy entering into your physical body. It's entering into you. When the cosmic energy more and more it's coming, so what will happen is slowly, as I mentioned in the earlier classes, your etheric body gets clean. When the etheric body is getting clean, and when the cosmic energy is flowing through this, this part of the region, that is this where this is called Agna chakra or third eye chakra, which is here. When it is passing through this, what will happen is the cleansing is happening, my dear friends. When the cleansing is happening, your inner cleansing is happening. Slowly, what happens is the inner experiences starts. What are the inner experiences? So those inner experiences, nothing but the kind of, you'll be able to see a lot of visions. You'll be able to get a lot of inner voices. You'll get, and all this will be happening from inside. You're not doing anything with the mind. Mind is stopped now. In the pranayama itself, your mind is stopped. No more mind, my dear friends. There is no mind at all. So when there is no mind, what are you? You are the pure consciousness. Now you are going into, you are going inside and inside, the deep inside you are traveling now with the help of pranayama. Now with the help of pranayama, you enter into the another state called pratyahara. What is pratyahara? Pratya plus ahara. That means pratya means it is opposite. Ahara means food. So what is opposite food? Friends, we have one food, that is outside food. That for a physical body. Right? So we have another ahara, that is inner food. What is the inner food? Which is opposite to the outer food, right? So the inner food, see, what is outer food? Physical food, physical senses. All the five senses, it will be grabbing a lot of things, information, sounds, listening and seeing a lot of things. And through all the five senses, this brain is going to absorb a lot of the outside food. That's all outside food, what you are giving to your mind. Through the outside world, you are feeding your mind through all the five senses. That's called the outer food, my dear friends, along with the physical food. Now, what is the inner food? The inner food is something like, you're not feeding it, but it is getting out of it. Like what happens is when you go into pranayama, when you go into deeper and deeper state of meditation, then you have nothing there. Only thing is you are seeing some colors, you are seeing some visions, some kind of the inner voices are coming. All these, all these things which are all generated inside, that is called inner food, the opposite food. So this is called pratyahara. So this is called as a pratyahara, my dear friends. So when you are in the pratyahara, that means all this inner food, which is what you're experiencing now. Whenever you are with this pratyahara, that means when you are leading through pratyahara, then you are called as a yogi. You become a yogi now. You become a yogi. So now at the stage of yogi, so what happens is, my dear friends, probably your third eye starts getting activated. Your inner traveling, that means astral travel, such kind of, the extrasensory perceptions, all these, the extraneous capabilities will start happening within you. So that means, the friends, what happens is now you still continue your meditation. Even you are seeing colors, visions, seeing some deities, hearing some voices, everything you are doing in the meditation, deep state of meditation. But you are not opening your eyes. Still you are continuing. Still you are focusing. What exactly is happening inside? What exactly happening? Which colors you are seeing? Which person you are looking at? Which master is talking to you? What is the voice you are listening? All these experiences, you keep focusing on them. You keep focusing on them. So that is the state called dharana. What is dharana, friends? Whatever the inside, whatever the experiences is happening, you start focusing them again and again, deeper and deeper, then keep focusing on those experiences. That is called dharana. Try to understand this. So that means you enter into the state of dharana. Dharana will take you, friends. Dharana will take you into the much more deeper sense. When you are in the dharana state, friends, when you are in the dharana state, what will happen is probably you are called as a rishi. So first is dhyani, that is meditator. Then you become a yogi. Then you become a rishi. So with the pratyahara, you become a yogi. With the dharana, you become a rishi. So rishi means like seeing, like he's able to see a lot of things inside and he's keep focusing on them. So that is where what happens, my dear friends. Your entire pranamaya kosha will be cleansed, all the karmic patches. So in the state of dharana, of course, Is it going to happen in one hour or 2 hours or one life, two lives? Friends, all this, these practices, whatever you are doing, whatever I am telling you, the entire procedure, it may be happen for somebody, the state of dharana will come perfectly in this life or next life. There is no guarantee. All depends upon your own practice, and also depends upon your own past life karmas and your the past incarnations. What exactly you have done there. Some of the people have already practiced the meditation, lot of meditation in the past incarnation. Then they come to this life. So these states they are achieving very, very faster. Some of the people may not come, may not get it. They may be struggling with only something called asana. Some of the people may be struggling at there's something called pranayama. Maybe they suffer this, they will be keep struggling to make your mind itself empty of thoughts. So they may be suffering too many years, maybe 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, no guarantee. It will keep happening for people. That's why I'm telling you, the spiritual experience itself is so personalized. It is not common to everybody. You don't equate or you don't give a the commonality of all the people to have the similar kind of experiences. No, it's not possible. So that's why it is different for different person. So that's all it happens, my dear friends. So all these states, what I'm discussing with you. So you don't think that it's happening, in a 1 week or 10 days or whatever. It may take different timings for different people. All depends upon their own the past history, right? So let's understand more about this dharana. Now, when you are focusing on some things, whatever you are seeing in your experiences, you are focusing on them. That is called dharana, concentrating on what is happening inside. That's called dharana. With that, friends, when you keep doing dharana, more and more dharana, you are in a state of dharana for 1 year, 2 years, you are doing completely, you are focusing on them continuously. What will happen is, so that's where all your karmic patches, the energy body, that getting cleansed, my dear friends. Okay, you are called as Rusi. Now, slowly what happens is your third eye also gets activated. When you are in dharana state, your third eye also gets activated. Then you will be able to have the multiple, the far-sighted visions, the visions which are not possible to see with the eyes, but you can see with your own third eye. You can see a lot of, the lot of other world's experiences you get, and a lot of other far distant visions you'll be able to get. You'll be able to visualize which are beyond this wall, which are beyond your physical eyes. You'll be able to perceive, you'll be able to understand all that is possible with your third eye visions, third eye power, my dear friends. Now, what happens is, even you're continuing dharana, continuing going on in the dharana state itself, you are going deeper and deeper. Now what happens is, something happens. So that's what is going to happen by default. That is called dhyana. That is meditation, right? So we use meditation word in a simpler way, my dear friends, but it's not easy, right? These are the steps involved, one by one, after one after one after one. It may take so long time. It may take very less time also. All depends upon your previous lives. That's what I'm trying to say. So now, so this dhyana or meditation, it happens by default, my dear friends. It happens by default. Then what is dhyana? With the continuation of dharana, with a continuous focus of your own inner experiences, then you are continuing the dharana sthiti. Then what happens? You enter into the state where that is called dhyana. What is dhyana? D plus yana. D means one. D means there are two definitions, my dear friends. D means buddhi. D means buddhi. Yana means what? Traveling with buddhi. That means whatever you are doing, wherever you are having lot of intellect. The reason being, you already gone through these steps, so many steps. You really understood the reality. That means you understood the exact, your true form. The soul consciousness, you already understood. You realized it already. So that's through all these steps you realized. When you realized all these things, what happens is, your buddhi, your intelligence will be tremendous. Okay, will be abundant buddhi, or abundant, the tremendous, the intellect will be there, or intelligence will be there. So that is where, my dear friends, you are traveling with, you're traveling with buddhi. That means wherever, whatever you do, you'll be doing in a very high intellectual way, highly intelligent way. You'll be showing intelligence and intellect at every place, wherever you are. Around the people around you, also they'll be influenced by with your own aura, with your own electromagnetic field. Everybody will be get attracted to you, because you are a power of buddhi. You are a power of magnet. Now you'll be able to attract many people towards you. So that is the power of this, Dhyana. So this is the plus Dhyana, my dear friends. There is another definition. Definitely we need to understand about Dhyana. The means what? The means combination of three bodies. Okay. We are a physical body, we are etheric body. These two will be never traveling anywhere. The physical body and etheric body is always within the on the earth planet, my dear friends. Then what are the other bodies will be released? I told several bodies are there, 7 bodies are there with us. So then what happens is other 3 bodies, only 3 bodies which will be going out and coming in. So those are called, see, astral body and causal body and supracausal body. What are those? Manomaya kosha, karana sarira, and so other one is mahakarana sarira. So these are the things. That means we have Manomaya kosha, Vijnanamaya kosha, Anandamaya kosha. These three bodies will be traveling. That means they take a jump out of your physical body. They start traveling into the outer worlds, the higher frequency worlds. So that starts happening in the state of dhyana. That's why. So through dhyana, friends, many of our yogis, rishis, they have gone to the different planets, the different worlds, different higher frequency worlds. They visualize a lot of mysteries of universe and understand. They understood the mysteries of life. So that's the power of this meditation, my dear friends. So you'll also be able to do that with the course of practice of meditation. This will be achieved, right? So that is why dhyana is, whenever you enter into the dhyana, when you become this expert in dhyana sthiti, what happens is you are called as a rajarsi. What you are called as a rajarsi. So that's the state of dhyana, friends. What happens is, of course, just I have shown here what are the various bodies we have. Of course, I already explained to you. Then once again you can go through this slide. You can definitely understand, right? So all these bodies are there. So 7 bodies are there, right? So just go through that. So we can discuss. There's a separate topic for this now. So friends, so dhyana, that means astral body, causal body, and supracausal body, traveling with these bodies in outer world into the outer, other high frequency worlds, and realizing the truth and getting a lot of messages and communication from higher world masters. So all that happen in the state of dhyana, right? So that is the, friends. So that is the fifth step. Fifth step is dhyana. Then with the dhyana sthiti, when you are perfect in dhyana, then you are called as a rajarsi. Then now the final sixth step, that is samadhi. What is samadhi? Friends, when you continue the meditation in the dhyana sthiti, in the dhyana, you are continuing, you are going on deeper and deeper. Still you are doing dhyana. That means you are continuing your meditation, your practice is continuing. Then one thing called you enter into, so it happens to you, that is called samadhi sthiti. What is samadhi sthiti, friends? Samadhana sthiti. That means you get answers to every question. Every question. It may be questions are many. Like questions are related to mental, physical, spiritual, global. Whatever the question comes from outside, the answer will come from inside. All the answers will come from inside. So that is the sthiti. That is the state you will achieve. Right? Achieve through this process, the 8-step process of Astanga yoga. So you'll achieve definitely with the first 5 steps you are practicing perfectly. Then the 6th step happens, that's called samadhi sthiti, friends. In the samadhi sthiti, again 2 types are there: savikalpa samadhi, nirvikalpa samadhi. What is nirvikalpa samadhi? Friends, in nirvikalpa samadhi, there are no more questions left. All questions, any question you put, that master will be able to answer to you. Any question you like, to living masters, you go and ask any question. The answer comes from inside. It is not recorded. It is not stored anywhere. It is not like, stored in the memory and he is going to tell you. No way. His mind is always empty. He is completely like, it's a transparent glass. It's a mirror, friends. In a mirror, you see, when you stand in front of mirror, what happens? You see yourself. It's a complete reflection of yourself, isn't it? The same way, the master is like that. Living master is as good as the reflection of what exactly you are. You go to him, ask any question, the answer will come from inside. It doesn't come from the brain. It doesn't come from the mind. It doesn't come from the books, my dear friends. So that is the real mastery, right? So that is the samadhana sthiti, samadhi sthiti. Whoever gone to the samadhi sthiti, so they are called as a brahmagnani. right? So once he became a Brahmagnani, now in the Samadhi Sthiti, when a person reached to Samadhi Sthiti, he is called as a Brahmarshi. Brahmarshi. Okay, try to understand this. Now, friends, what happens is now Nirvikalpa Samadhi. There are no more questions left, my dear friends. No more questions. But there is a Savikalpa Samadhi also there. So that means still his practice has to be continued. He is in the Savikalpa Samadhi means still he has to continue his practice. There are some more questions pending, some more questions left which are unanswered to him. That means some of the areas of questions, whenever he pays, those questions, the answers not available with him, that is called Savikalpa Samadhi. So that is why every one of us, through the spiritual science today, what we learned, very one of us to become, we need to achieve the Nirvikalpa Samadhi. We want to attain the state of Samadhi Sthiti. We want to become a Brahmarshi. We want to become a Brahmagnani. We want to become a self-enlightened master, my dear friends, through these steps. Now, once you achieve the Samadhi Sthiti, my dear friends, what happens is the by default, Yama will happen, Niyama will happen. How does it happen? Let me understand. Let me show you how it happens. That means first 6 steps we have discussed now. The next last steps is Yama and Nema. This happens by default. That's what I'm trying to say, right? So Yama, what is Yama here? Satyam, Ahimsa, Brahmacharyam, Asteyam, Aparigraham. That means Satyam. So whenever you attain the Samadhi Sthiti, from the Samadhi Sthiti, whatever you speak, the words become true. Like Sirdi Sai. So he is to control the rain. So he is to control and command the rain. Rain has to come. It will come. The rain has to stop. It will stop. Right? The reason being is merged with the Panchabhutas. Panchabhutas. All the 5 elements of nature are within him. Is under control of him. That is why he'll be able to control any Panchabhutas. If fire is there, he can quench the fire. Just by word, he can quench. Right? He used to, many times in Satcharitra, we used to read, isn't it? So with the water, he used to light the lamp. The lamp was glowing with the water, isn't it? At the same time, the boiled, the water will be boiling and the cooking, whatever the dishes are preparing, the heated boiled, vessel is to put his hand and, he used to stir like this. So with the hand, he was doing that with a bare, naked hand. But lot of heat was there inside the vessel. Still, he was, stirring, he was doing all that. So that how does he achieve these capabilities, my dear friends? Because he is friend to the all 5 elements of nature. All the 5 elements are within him, under very much control. So that is called, when you achieve the Samadhi Sthiti, that state, that state of mind, the state of the mind, so that is equal to the similar, the similar state of Samadhi Sthiti. That is through which whatever you speak, it becomes a truth. Whatever you are living, it becomes a truth. So always you'll be able to, you'll only say truth, the truthful words. You'll speak only truth, my dear friends. So that is why this in the part of Yama, Satyam is Satyam. It is very much possible for a enlightened master. And Ahimsa, friends. So ahimsa means what? Whenever he knows through Samadhi Sthiti, he knows that Aham Brahmasmi, Tatvamati Shetaketu, right? So everywhere there is a God. Within me also God is there. So then where is the question of showing violence to anybody? There is no question of showing any violence to anybody at all. Because he understood everybody is equal, my dear friends. Through his sadhana, through his Samadhi Sthiti, he understood everybody is equal. So that's Ahimsa. Ahimsa will be by default, it comes, my dear friends. Brahmacharya. That means Brahmacharya. Brahma means Brahma Pradhartha. That means he always remember that he is a Atmic consciousness. He is a soul consciousness. He is a Brahma Padartha. He is not this physical body. He is not the flesh and bones and blood. He is beyond that. You always live with that consciousness, my dear friends. That's called Brahmacharya. Not that, in other definitions, in the other Yoga Shastra, wherever you study, Brahmacharya means you need to become sannyasi, you need to become, celibacy. All this, that is not the meaning of this Brahmacharya, my dear friends. Try to understand this. Now, Asteyam. Asteyam means what? Non-stealing. That means you don't eye up the other properties, other people's assets, or whatever it may be, whatever the belongings to other people. You never worry about it, right? You only worry about yourself. Because you are an enlightened master. How do you worry about other people? Never it will be there. So this particular the quality also you'll be able to achieve easily after samadhi. There is no question. There is no need separate practice, my dear friends. But in the normal yoga shastras, they used to tell you first achieve all these things, then start your yoga abhyasa. That means start your Dhyana Shastra or Yoga Shastra only after achieving these 10 qualities. It's highly impossible. But now after these 6 steps you achieve, then the other two Yama Niyama, how much easy you just try to observe with this definition of, with the way of, the understanding what you are taking. Right. Anyway, Aparigraham. What is Aparigraham, my dear friends? Non-possessiveness. It means whatever I have, whatever you have, whatever the food, whatever the clothes, whatever money, whatever you have, you are happy with it. You don't need extra in extra sense, but you may ask, for the sake of others, for the helping others, for the, in order to do some service, you may beg something from other people, but that is not for for your selfish gains, for your not for self consumption. You may ask something or you may expect something for others to do only for the sake of the societal, for the sake of serving to other people. So that is not wrong. But having, amassing the, nowadays you observe many of the ashramas, many of the yoga gurus, you try to observe everything, outside what's happening. So they also become like some of the business people. They also become like a businessman. They are amassing the huge wealth, huge number of acres, huge ashrams. I do not understand what is the purpose of it, right? What is the purpose of it? You give Jnana, you spread the spiritual wisdom. That's enough, right? So that is why, so amassing the, unnecessary wealth, unnecessary possessiveness, all this, that doesn't come into the Samadhi Sthiti. Enlightened master will never do that. So that's called Aparigraham. Then now, Niyama will happen default, my dear friends. What is the Niyama? Santosha, Saucha, Swadhyaya, Tapaha, Iswara Pranidhana. That means Santosha. We want to be eternally happy. Is it possible before the sadhana, before attaining Samadhi, are you going to be eternally happy? Is it possible? No, it's not possible. Now, after the Samadhi Sthiti, I can be eternally happy. I will lead my life with the only bliss, Ananda. Ananda is always within me. So that's the state you achieve. Saucha, inner and outside. No, inside you are clean. That means all your inner purity is there. Outside also you have a lot of purity. So that's where your manasa, vacha, karmana, everything is pure, my dear friends. That's called Saucha. Then Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya means whatever granthas after Samadhi Sthiti, you read Bhagavad Gita, you read once, it will fully understood. Okay? You read any grantha, any spiritual textbook you read after Samadhi Sthiti, you will understand in a very short time, and you can read and complete, and you can completely take the essence of that particular book in the easiest way. Your spiritual reading, Swadhyaya, becomes so easier after you attain the Samadhi. Right? Next goes to Tapaha. What is Tapaha, friends? Reducing. Tapaha meaning is reducing. What to be reduced, right? All your, the sleep requirements, food requirements, and your luxury requirement, everything will be reduced. Suppose one day you got very good food to eat. One other day, I didn't get any food. I got only water to drink. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the luxury food. I'm happy with the poor food. I'm happy with only water. I don't get water also. I'm happy. That means, so accept everything. Accept everything, be happy all the time for whatever it may be, whatever the quantity, whatever the less quantity you get. That means tapaha means keep reducing. So your own requirements keep reducing. It will happen obviously. It will happen by default with the Samadhi Sthiti, my dear friends. Now, final is Iswara Pranidhana. That means we lead the life in the consciousness of Iswara. That means what happens is the whole world we view at, we visualize that, entire world is the Iswara consciousness. I'm also part of the Iswara consciousness. My life inside me, there's a Iswara consciousness. The entire world, the entire cosmos also, there is Iswara consciousness. That is the state of mind you will achieve after the Samadhi Sthiti, after the enlightenment, my dear masters, my dear friends. So this is the whole definition of spiritual science in the perspective of the Patanjali 8-step procedure. Okay. So now let's go into the meditation, friends. So let's start the meditation after knowing such a powerful Astanga yoga. So now we are going to do the practice of meditation. That will be wonderful meditation, my dear friends. So let's start. Right. So who know the meditation, sit in the meditation. Okay. Who are not able to, who are newcomers, I will guide them. Please follow my guidelines. Right. Sit comfortably. on the chair, on the floor, leaning the wall, wherever it is. We clearly understood the first step is asana. The part of Patanjali Astanga Yoga, the first step is asana, Sthira Sukha Asana. Sit in Sthira Sukha Asana. Take this Sthira Sukha Asana now. Close your eyes, clasp your fingers, cross your legs. Sthira Sukha Asana. Now, after closing your eyes, start observing your natural breath. Natural, simple, that is called Sukhamaya Pranayamam. Sukhamaya Pranayamam. Keep doing your Sukhamaya Pranayamam. Continue doing it. Continue doing it. So that is the second step in the Patanjali Astanga Yoga. Keep practicing it. Though you see some colors, you see some visions, doesn't matter. You need to continue as it is, even after seeing visions and colors and many other things inside happening. Just need to continue your focus on those things. Then you will receive all these colors and visions. That's a part of your pratyahara. Pratyahara is the default. It happens. When you are in the pranayama, in the deepest pranayama, pratyahara will come. Pratyahara, you are going through pratyahara. You are observing all these inner experiences. Then you will enter into the dharana sthiti. Keep doing meditation. Keep observing your breath, my dear friends. Keep observing your natural breath. You will go step by step. You'll be transition will be happening from every step to other step in the Patanjali Astanga Yoga. Just with the observation of the breath, everything will happen, my dear friends. All the 8-step process of Astanga Yoga you'll be able to achieve just by the observation of the breath. There is no extra, any requirement at all. The entire 8-step process of Astanga Yoga, Patanjali Astanga Yoga, is just defined a simplest principle called Anapanasati meditation. Our Anapanasati meditation is equal to the Patanjali Astanga Yoga. Exactly equal to the Patanjali Astanga Yoga. Keep observing your breath. Switch off all your lights. No lights will be there around you. No spectacles, friends. No spectacles at all. Keep observing your breath. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to do beyond observation of breath. Just keep observing your own breath. That's a basic requirement. Be with your natural. Open the eyes, meditation. Never open the eyes in meditation. Keep observing your natural breath. It may be difficult in the beginning state, but as you keep practicing, as you keep sitting in the asana, as you keep doing the pranayama, As you keep entering into Pratyahara, as you keep entering into Dharana, you keep practicing Dharana, get all meditation, Dhyana. Dhyana will happen, Dhyana will come to you very easily, my dear friends. Just for that, observation, observation of breath. With it. 2 minutes of meditation. Final 2 minutes of meditation. Be with the natural breath. Last 1 minute. Final 1 minute. Final 10 seconds. Last 10 seconds. Final 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Place both your hands, both your palms on your eyes for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 2, 3, 1, 0. Slowly take your hands by looking at your palms. Slowly open your eyes. Yes. Become aware of your body, become aware of your surroundings slowly, slowly. Then come back to your seat, come back to your normal condition. So, friends, we have done wonderful meditation. So we have to thank ourselves for it was such a wonderful meditation we have done now today, right? So, friends, as a part of holistic lifestyle, today I would like to give you the complete scientific background of this vitamin D and vitamin B12 deficiency. Many times nowadays, right? So a lot of different professionals and different criteria people, sectors of people, they suffer, especially with vitamin D and vitamin B12. So vitamin D, when you have deficiency, the doctor finds that you have a deficiency, then they'll give injections and tablets and all these things. But they have a lot of chemicals, side effects will be there. So instead of going through that, the additional kind of a auxiliary support from these so-called supplements, food supplements like vitamin D supplements, vitamin B12 supplements, instead of going through all these things like injections, tablet, so just approach the this holistic lifestyle, through holistic methods, definitely you can achieve a good amount of D vitamin and B12. Let's know about D vitamin first. First of all, you need to know only one thing, how the D vitamin is prepared within our physical body. So most of the people knows that by going into the sun, like morning sun, especially 7 to 9. So you achieve the D vitamin. That's what everybody knows. But so you need to know one thing: the D vitamin doesn't come directly. What happens is we have something called cholesterol inside, right? Within our the bones and the our system. So there's a cholesterol very much. The cholesterol is converted into D vitamin. Okay, and the D vitamin is used by your physical body. So that's how it works, my dear friends. That means the sun energy what you receive, that converts the cholesterol in our body into vitamin D. So that actually happens, but we are not aware of it anyhow. So that's one thing you need to understand. Second thing is, of course, the method of how you get freely available this D vitamin to our body. Every one of us knows from the sun, D vitamin comes. Of course, we are given a little bit method here how to achieve this more. So as a men what you can do is apply the thaila, that is coconut oil or whatever, this sesame. So this thaila you apply throughout the mustard, especially mustard oil also. You can apply the entire body, right? Your hands and body and face and everything you apply throughout the body, and then you can sit in the sun. That not on the hot sun, but maybe about 7 to 9. That sun, if you just expose it, then the cholesterol within you gets converted to D vitamin. A sufficient D vitamin will come to you, right? So this is the greatest benefit with the exposure of sunlight. Now, the second method is, of course, with the food. So second method is by eating the mushrooms, right? So mushroom, what happen is, first we have to dry the mushrooms under the sun, heat sun. Then once the mushroom become dry, then soak them throughout the night, right? Soak them in the water throughout the night. The next day, what happen is, along with that water and the mushrooms, make a curry, a vegetable, the curry or sabji. Then you consume that sabji. Then what happens? You get lot of D vitamin to your physical body. So how that has happened is, there is something called ergosterol. The substance, this chemical is there within the mushrooms, my dear friends, especially mushrooms. What happens is, when you dry up these particularly mushrooms under the sun, the ergosterol will get converted into the D vitamin. Get converted into D vitamin. That's how you get a lot of D vitamin. It's one of the best method for software engineers who are sitting in the AC and all the time working, my dear friends. But especially the spiritual people, we try to say, don't use the mushrooms. It's like a fungus, right? Fungus, and then it doesn't allow you to grow spirituality, right? So that's what happens. So spiritual people can use the first method. All other people who are looking for the physical health, right, they can also go through the second method, which is vitamin D deficiency can be achieved, can be fulfilled with the help of mushroom also. And this is one of the technique, my dear friend. These are the two methods which you can achieve the D vitamin. Now B12 vitamin. So B12 vitamin, most of the misconception is, you get the B12 vitamin through the non-vegetarian food, which we discussed so lengthily in the previous classes. So there's nothing like that. So you get all the proteins, all the vitamins, everything from the plant-based food in a more and more way, more than the non-vegetarian food, my dear friends. So this is what what happened is, they promoted like that. They promoted, because altogether the animal, the whatever so-called the poultry farms and the non-vegetarian companies and all the corporate, they lobbied each other. And they made a propaganda that the B12 vitamin will come from the non-vegetarian food. So that is not the truth. Please come out of it, because current days non-vegetarian food is so polluted, like completely, the steroids and hormone injections, everything is there in that. You feel like, you're eating sitting and eating in the McDonald's, KFC. Nowadays, a lot of outlets have come. But obviously, there's a lot of negative karma they are doing. At the same time, what happens is, all this non-vegetarian food nowadays, it is completely polluted, which is very, very harmful to the health. Anyway, now, how does this B12 vitamin is generated within our physical body? Again, I would like to tell you the one secret behind this is B12 vitamin is never, it can be supplied, it need not to be supplied from outside, my dear friends. So maybe when you eat millets and all these things, right? So with the millets, with the eating of millet food and with the eating of certain foods, what happens is one thing happens in our gut, in the intestine. What happens is the positive bacteria gets developed. So that's called gut bacteria. So the positive bacteria, gut bacteria, if it is higher in quantity, that means the sufficient amount of bacteria is there, exists in your intestine. What happens is it prepares the B12 vitamin by itself. So that is the beauty of it. So how do you get the B12 vitamin in more and more quantity? So that means how do you get the positive bacteria more and more? By eating fermented foods. That means throughout night you are fermented the foods. Like, take desi cow milk basically. So desi cow milk first convert into curd. Curd you convert into buttermilk. So then buttermilk you drink more and more. That's all you have to do, right? So that's why desi cow milk you should not drink directly. You should drink the buttermilk made out of the desi cow milk. That's very powerful. The desi cow milk slowly it will fulfill your B12 requirement somehow by promoting more amount of positive bacteria in the gut area. So gut bacteria is going to prepare itself the B12 required by the physical body. You don't need to worry at all. Okay, so that's how, friends. The B12 is prepared within you, and there's no need to worry. There is no additional injections or kind of things from outside. All this the corporate industries are doing. So they're just for gains. They wrote selfish gains they are doing. They never tell you the truth. Okay, now. So let's practice today, friends. So today we are going to understand some mudras and home remedies with respect to the ear issues. That means what are the issues with the ear? What are the issues comes in the ears? You tell me. So there are few issues. Ear pain, that means ear ache, then ear infections, then ear secretion, and then some small worms or something. The small worms go inside the ear, then you'll be suffering. So likewise, so these are the various things happens, my dear friend, and also continuous sound will be coming in the ears, right? That also happens. So these are the various troubles which generally some or others will be going through. For them, the Sunya Mudra is the best. Okay, Sunya Mudra is the best. Follow this, the simple instructions through which mudra can be started. It's very easy to follow. Just read that. Okay. Now here you see how to practice, right? Sunya Mudra. So what are the mudras you need to practice for the ear pain and ear infections? The first one is this is a mudra, Sunya Mudra. That means your thumb, right? First what you do is the middle finger, take the middle finger, touch the base of this thumb, okay? Touch the base of the thumb gently. After that, place this thumb on back of this middle finger gently. So then other three fingers can be outward extended, right? So this is called the practice of your the particular mudra called Sunya Mudra, my dear friends. Now, so coming to this practice, you practice this 35 minutes continuously. Okay, if you have time, please practice for 35 minutes. And you can close your eyes and keep practicing if you have no work. Otherwise, if you are doing work, keep practicing it and then do the work. Okay. So then also Prana Mudra. See, practice for 15 minutes. The Prana Mudra, we are all very well aware of it. So please practice this Prana Mudra for 15 minutes. Okay. So this is the mudra for helpful, definitely useful for these particular issues, friends. Now, so what are the remedies, right? Home remedies. Usually you can make at your home. Okay. So before coming to know the remedies, first I would like to prescribe a natural lifestyle. One must follow it, especially in order to keep your ears clean and away from all these the skin, the ear related problems. Now, head bath should be done regularly. Be careful not to get the wet water inside the ears. Okay, this has to be avoided. The daily clapping is good for ears. Like you have to clap. You have to clap continuously. That's very good for the ears, friends. Now, the pillow should be not large. The pillow what you are keeping underneath while sleeping, that should be thin, not to be thick. Okay, that's the thing. These are the natural lifestyle techniques. Now, going to the home remedy, how do you make the home remedies? See here, there are three. So there are four methods are given. There are three methods basically. The first one is, so any one of them you can do, depends upon the issues here. Let's see. To get rid of ear discharge, bad smell, ear pain. So what for all these issues, grind the tulsi leaves into paste, put that paste into the coconut oil, then boil it first. So boil it. Once that the tulsi leaves, that essence comes into the oil properly, then close it, then switch off it, and then then boil whatever you boil, let it cool down, then after that filter it and put into one bottle. So that becomes a medicated oil for you. Then put the 3 drops into both ears. So 3 drops, every day. This side 3 drops, this side 3 drops. If you are going through the above mentioned issues. So how to prepare now? Here see, 50 ml coconut oil plus 25 tulsi leaves. Both have to be so mixed, and this tulsi leaves you can convert into paste and then mix it with the oil. So this is how you are going to make a one particular home remedy. Second remedy is, if the ears are dull and sounding, that's what I'm telling you. So I told you sound will be going on in the ears. Okay, so that's where the dull, the hearing will be very dull. So in that point of time, put 10 cloves of garlic. Garlic 10 pieces you take, and then put into 50 ml the almond oil, right? Badami oil or something. So put into this almond oil, then boil it first, then cool it down, and then filter it. Then put 2 drops. So that also you can just put everything into, after filtering, just pour into one small bottle and keep it. It will be useful for throughout month also, not a problem. Then put 2 drops in the ears daily. Wipe the ears clean after putting into the ears, and then after some time neatly wipe it again, okay, and keep it clean all over you, both yours. Okay, consume one cup of green vegetable juice daily in the morning. It's also very helpful for the ears, my dear friends. So now, if there is a bug or insect enter into the ear, immediately apply a pure honey or castor oil. So pure honey or castor oil, if you try to apply into the this particularly ear area, then what happens, that bug or whatever bug may die, or bug may come out immediately, or insect may come out immediately. So this what happens, so this particular technique has to be applied. So these are the home remedies, my dear friends. Now, so please subscribe share and subscribe our Mahavatar TV channel, friends. The YouTube channel, which is maintained by Mahavatar TV, Mahavatar Foundation. So maintains the Mahavatar TV YouTube channel, all the programs, all the Zoom programs, offline programs, every programs will be uploaded here. So please subscribe and share with all your near and dear ones. Okay. So on behalf of Mahavatar Foundation, we express sincere thanks to all the participants of the today's session. So let's open for question and answers for some time, friends. So then we'll be closing the session. Right. Yes. So anyone is having questions, please raise the questions, then we'll answer you, friends. Right. So anyone have a question, please unmute and speak, or express your the experience of today, the class and meditation and all the things. If you have no questions, express. Somebody asked question here, can we post this oil in the nose? No. For nose, there are different techniques. I will try to explain in the future classes, friends. You will understand that.
Sir, boiling time will be?
Yeah.
Boiling time will be? How many minutes we can boil this oil?
Just 5 minutes. 5 minutes enough. See, what happens if you put the cloves, this garlic cloves into the coconut oil, no? So the cloves will become reddish, no? Reddish.
Yes.
While boiling, it becomes reddish color, no? The reddish color comes, then stop it. They should not become black. The cloves should not become black. Okay? Make sure that it doesn't become black. So that is enough. Okay?
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. So, friends, so practicing meditation you must always do in the daytime. That's what I'm trying to tell again. So whatever you listen here, it's all about theory, but you must practice more and more meditation. I reiterate once again, 3 plus 2 plus 1. 3 hours meditation, 2 hours swadhyaya, 1 hour satsang. Sajjana Sangatya. Here anyway, everyday class, one hour Sajjana Sangatya will happen to you, not a problem. Or you want to watch some videos of all masters, you can go through our Mata TV channel, and you get a lot of videos. So at least spend some 20-30 minutes every day just by watching different videos. Different programs are there in Mata TV channel. Everybody has to subscribe, then obviously you can get notifications, the future and all the audios and videos, whatever you post it there. So keep watching some of the videos whenever you are having a free time. So that's called Sajjana Sangatya. 3 hours meditation. 3 hours meditation means 1 hour morning, afternoon 1 hour, evening 1 hour, otherwise night. So just have a light food and do 2 hours meditation, continuous meditation. At least have 1 hour meditation in the early morning. So then 3 hours meditation will happen. 2 hours swadhyaya. That means read the book, any one book, whatever it is, read the book. So, 2 hours, if not 1 hour, start practicing, swadhyaya. So likewise, 3 plus 2 plus 1 is the basic and the basic formula for us in a PSSM, my dear friends. Right. Anyone else having any questions? No questions. So all are comfortable, right? Hope you understood today's topic completely. So, but practice, make more practice. You get, whatever the questions you get, start asking in they like WhatsApp also. We'll answer you. Don't worry. But always any questions in the mind should be asked. Do not keep with you. So always express out. Okay. So how to subscribe Mahavatar TV? We will post the link in the YouTube, friends. So somebody was asking how to subscribe. I'll post the link in the WhatsApp group. Please click and subscribe. Right. In chat box, anybody posted? Right. Good.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
You are telling about that one is for the vitamin D. You are telling about just only only you are giving the vegetable that one. But is it enough to, because for a long time we are not having some sunlight. Actually, it is true.
Mm-hmm.
But how can we?
So for long time, if you are not having, so follow the 2 methods parallelly. 2 methods. I have given one method is D vitamin method through sunlight, right? The second method, eating mushrooms. Okay, mushrooms, soak them first, dry them under the sun, hot sun, dry them, so it absorbs the sunlight, sun energy, and inside that D vitamin will be generated. Then soak them in the night, and next day you just cook along with that water, make a curry or a dish, and then eat. Okay.
That is the doubt. Oh, when we are putting in the water, it will be, and after that one we are boiling means it is getting heat. Then is it?
No.
Not removing.
It will not happen. It will not happen. So already the D vitamin is prepared within the mushroom. Don't worry. So if you eat that, you'll get directly. You're not going to eat the dry mushrooms, but make a curry and eat. Make a curry and eat. So you'll get it. And obviously that is one method. Other method, sunlight. Under the sunlight. So because you're not exposed to the sun more time, then these 2 methods at a time you start. Okay, not one method. But people who are pursuing the spirituality, we try to say that do not take this the mushrooms, because it's a one kind of fungus. Okay, So it will, the tamas character, this tamo guna will be improved.
Okay.
Okay, that's the reason we try to not prescribe this, and at the same time, garlic also will not prescribe. The garlic also, it will improve the carving for the non-vegetarian. Yes.
But it is just like a medicine for me.
Medicine means like whenever you are not well, you should take it. No, medicine means you can't take all the time, right?
Okay, okay.
See, every day you take medicine, will it be good for you?
No.
Yeah, you should take whenever you require, then only you take medicine. Otherwise,
Okay.
medicine is not the food. Food is a medicine, but medicine is not food, no?
Actually, I have a thought that we are not using onion and garlic. Actually, that is why I am getting more problem for the body. Is it true
No,
or
no.
huh?
Not at
No?
all. Not at all.
Uh-huh.
Not at all. Other things, all other things, lot of other things we have been teaching from day one, right?
Uh,
So by day 21, you get a complete idea about your food,
hmm. Hmm.
about your lifestyle, about the home remedies, lot of things you learn.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Uh,
So obviously we'll achieve like some kind of independence, like a good freedom from the worries.
uh.
Yeah.
But for the food items, we are having some are very healthy items are telling, but according to our rituals, we are not using. That is the problem. Is there
Which,
any crashes are
which
coming?
one that is? Can you tell me?
Actually, onion and garlic are. I know from my childhood, it is very less. Less means no. We are not using onion and garlic actually.
Correct.
And nearly this time only we are observing this mushroom nowadays only available. In my childhood, I don't know.
Yeah, it is there. It is there. Very much there. But you may
Acha.
not have access. But that's what I'm telling. For
Yes.
every vitamin, there are multiple
Uh,
number of
uh,
vegetables are there, were created by the God. Okay.
G.
So our
Okay.
creator has given multiple
Okay.
options for every one particular mineral or a vitamin. There are multiple things are there. Okay. You don't need to
Okay.
worry. For example, milk has to be avoided. I told in
Uh,
the one class. I explained it.
uh,
Why milk has to be avoided? I also explained. And what are the alternatives for milk? That also I explained.
yeah.
Okay. So
Uh,
follow that. So it doesn't mean that milk I was taking from childhood. If I'm
uh,
not taking, I may be wrong or I may
uh,
be losing something. It is not like that. When you know something, when you know science behind something, you must follow it in your
oh,
daily life. Then
uh,
you really get the benefit of that.
okay. Okay.
When you experience practically, that only becomes a wisdom for you.
Uh,
Otherwise, in the class, I teach like this for hours together. What is the use if you don't implement?
yes.
You go
Yes.
back to the house and then you keep drinking your Nandini milk. What I should do?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't do anything, right? You are going
Exactly.
back and drinking in the night or whatever, whenever you want possible. You are drinking coffee, tea, putting the
Uh,
sugar left and right. You are adding sugar and eating and drinking, and
yeah.
you going and buying one Pepsi or Coca-Cola. What I should do now,
It is very wrong. Okay.
right? So you
When we
should
are committed
implement.
into something, we must follow it.
Yeah, whatever you learn here, that is an information, that's a knowledge.
Uh,
That's called jnana.
yes,
When it
sir.
becomes vijnana, Vishesha Gnana, it's called Vijnana. When it becomes Vijnana, when you implement it, when you put it to practice, that Gnana becomes a Vijnana. That
जी.
means the information and knowledge will be converted into wisdom.
बराबर है. बराबर है. We
Okay?
must follow it. Other people I don't know, but I must follow you. I must follow you.
Definitely.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Right. Anybody else?
Sir, vegetable juice should we consume?
Which vegetable juice?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do anything, ma. Like,
Roti.
see, for example, you can take a, what is that, first of all, spinach is there, green juice. Like any spinaches you take, aram you can get the green juice, okay, out of that. And likewise,
Only spinach
um,
or we can mix with
Which one?
Cucumber or anything else.
Yeah.
Can we take spinach, cucumber, all mix or only
No,
spinach?
don't mix. Only one thing at a time.
Only one thing. Okay.
Don't mix anything. That's again your mistake you are going to do. At one time, only one type of vegetable, or one type of spinach, or one type of any other thing, as guard, bottle guard, whatever it may be, right? At one time, only one. Not all the
Okay.
mixing. Mixing is not allowed. Okay. So
Carrot we can take.
I will send you the procedure for making the green juice. I'll send you now. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I have a presentation on that. I will send you. Then please follow it.
On WhatsApp group.
Yes, WhatsApp group.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Friends, always try to learn the habit of asking questions. Then you will get good answers. See, teaching is one side. Okay. I teach a lesson from A to Z and bottom to top, top to bottom. But in that, the whole teaching, what happened, something you may remember, something you not be remember. But when you ask question, the point blank, point blank, blanted, pointed blank answers will come. Then that will give you more and more clarity on what you are exactly seeking. So from inside of you, whatever the question come, the answer will go on point blank on that. Yes. That's why questions are very important. Right. One more minute we'll give and then we'll close. Okay. It's an opportunity for everybody to ask questions. Okay. Otherwise, you express. You freely express what you felt in the meditation, and it's in a platform, right? So it's a platform. We are all got together here, and we are doing a satsang. Then obviously we'll have questions, or you have some emotions to express. So how did you feel in meditation today? Okay. If you don't ask, then what will happen? I will call the names. Okay. Yes. Let's call Meena. Meena. Only one more experience, then we'll close. Meena is there. Can you express? Meena, Rama. Right. Kavita, Saradgi. Right. Sudha.
Yeah, I am.
Sudha is there. Kavita express ma. Please tell.
Hi.
Yeah. Always you should try to switch on your video when you talk to me. Switch on your video. It's easy to interact.
Okay.
Right. Please tell me.
Yeah, I am feeling good. Meditation is helping me to improve. It is making me happy.
So started from day one, you are participating from day one.
Yeah, from day one I am participating.
Very good. How much time you are spending for meditation in the daytime?
Daytime, 20 minutes I am spending it.
No, you should increase to minimum 1 hour. 1 hour means split into, if at all you are busy the daytime, split into 3 times. Okay. That means morning before going to job, you are working woman.
No, housewife.
Okay. Housewife. Then you increase your time. Always better. So I think if you are in the house and after your household thing, 11:30, 12, at least 30 minutes. In the evening before going to bed, that time 30 minutes. Morning, early morning, 30 minutes. Totally it becomes like more like about 1.5 hour. Slowly, you can increase that. I will tell you only one secret is the practice makes perfection. It brings perfection. So otherwise, I'll be keep talking like this, hours together. There's no use. It's like an information for you. It's an information which is available here and there, and you may collect it. But only thing I'm delivering in a structured manner. That's all what I'm doing here. But only the practice makes lot of difference in everyone's life. I'm reiterating and re-stressing on only practice. Meditation. Sitting. That's all. is only the mantra. Our mantra is only this: sitting, meditation, practice. There's nothing beyond that. Even you read all number of books in the world, it's all again going to sit in your memory. That's all what happens. But your inner is not, your inner is not something like, flowered. Your inner is not matured. Your inner is not progressed, evolved. Your inner has to be evolved. That is the purpose of meditation.
Sir, I want to tell one thing that.
Yes.
Sir, excuse me.
Yeah. Please.
Sir, excuse me.
Switch on your video.
Oh. Sir.
Yes.
Yesterday you told that you must do the meditation, not in this class time, just in the morning time also. Actually, I am sitting, but how much time I spent there, I don't know, but I am unable to. When the time of starting, actually I have no works. I completed everything. I am free. I am sitting. But after that, I don't know. Everything is remembering when the previous things are which are I forgot. Suppose those also immediately now you go and do. Now you go and see what is there. Is it there? Is it done or not? Like that. I am today just hurry. I want to sit. But it is necessary to go. Just like I am fluctuated. Mostly I fluctuated. I am unable to sit. But I thought that no, I want to sit. That is why I decided. Then only I sit. After 1 hour only we must go. I thought like that. But many more things I remember, sir. I'm unable to say. Actually, I have no work. I complete everything. Then only I sit.
Okay, how much time you have sat today? Today, how much time you have spent?
I think 40 minutes. After that, I am unable to. I want to go and see Sachi.
Okay, see, I'll tell you one thing. When you sit in the meditation only, then lot of things will come outside. Like, all emotions will come outside. All these suppressed things will come out. Okay. Till now, this particular process or technique is not given to your mind. See, your mind, you are giving only one technique now. Just go and put your observation on the breath. You are just giving only one mantra. This is the mantra. See, many times, we practice Gayatri mantra, right? So we practice some other mantras, Om, chanting, whatever. So whatever you give it to mind, if mind start doing that, no, then the focus and concentration only on particular thing will be done. Then what happens is it tries to save some energy and it tries to go inside. That is again the purpose of every mantra, every chanting, every tapas is only to make your mind empty, nothing else. Okay, these are all the tools. These are all the tools. For example, I keep like this and see in my mind nothing is going on now. Only I am focused on only Om sound. So in that, what happens? My mind is slowly getting into emptiness now. I have no other thought. So the great masters have given many tools. Okay, but the simplest tool given by Gautam Buddha is just to observe your breath. That's all. That means just be with your breath, natural breath. What is going on, coming out. Be with it. So that will take away from all the unnecessary thoughts and mind slowly become empty. But when you sit in the first time, practice before, then lot of suppressed emotions, suppressed thoughts, suppressed everything will come out. But just let it go. Just let it go. Have only one thought inside. Keep one thought in your mind. Say that whatever comes, I don't bother. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Okay, and don't bother. Okay, don't bother about anything. Just sit silently and keep observing. See, suppose for example some sudden thought will come which you never think that it is there, it is exist, isn't it?
Yes,
So
sir.
definitely it is bound to come and bound to go. That's all what happens. But if
Sir,
you
one thought go, another come, another go.
yes, let it go, let it go, let it go. That's what I'm telling. There is a one statement, let it go. Please practice it. When you sit in the meditation, focusing on breath like this, on the nose tip, you're keeping observation, suddenly one thought comes. Then going inside thought, analyzing it, tampering it, hampering it, interfering it, don't do that. Just say to yourself, okay, thought has
Can
come,
you give any
thought has come,
pen
let it go.
pen
Then
and paper? Can I
come
put
back to
any,
your breath. That's all. Yeah.
should I put any pen and paper beside and am I right about my thinking? Because I thought that I forget this one. Actually, I have no idea. All of a sudden, I got that one. Okay, it is a idea to think, but up to now I have no idea about this one. Now this thinking is coming. Then
Okay.
what should I do? From tomorrow onwards, should I put any paper and
No,
stamp?
no, 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 no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. See, when you can do that is when you go inside, when you connect with your inner self, right? Then you start getting some inner messages. They are called inner messages. The inner voice starts coming. Then if it is possible for you, you start writing or you express, somebody will keep writing around, beside you. That becomes a great granda. Okay.
Ah,
Anything is coming inside to outside, not from outside to inside. Okay. Anything comes from inside to outside is the wonderful message. That is called spiritual messages.
mhm.
Those to be recorded, not other things to be recorded.
Sir,
Sir,
can we do reverse counting?
Yeah.
1, 2, so we can focus on.
While observing the breath, no?
Yeah.
No, not allowed. So
No?
nothing. Don't give any work to anything to the mind other than the observation of breath. Never give any other work. If you give anything else, what happens? It tries to go inside of that. It tries to go inside and tries to meddle with it, interfere with it, and then one thought after, you just get into that the thought mode. It's a regular practice of mind. The nature of mind is just continuous thinking, one thought after one thought after. It doesn't give any gap. There will not be any gap at all between the thoughts. Then what
Yes.
is the use of meditation? See, the meditation use, the main goal of meditation is, I said many times, between two thoughts, I want to increase the gap. So that the gap, whatever between one thought to other thought, the gap, whatever the gap it is there, that is the actual consciousness. The eternal consciousness that is the consciousness. We are all here. We are waiting to experience that consciousness here. Okay.
I have a question, sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
what is the time before?
One by one. I think Madam Larita Madam is asking more questions. Give opportunity to Kavita Madam. Yes. 1 second.
No, you told that do the pyramid cap, no, sir?
Yeah.
Is necessary to do it or
Yeah. Definitely, please. Because what happens, the moment you keep the pyramid cap and start doing meditation,
Yeah.
because the ultimate aim of meditation is to fill your physical body or the pranamaya kosha with lot of energy, lot of prana shakti. The pranic force should come inside, fill the pranic body, so that many of the diseases will go out. Many of the karmas also will be wiped out. So that is the advantage of so for that in the during the meditation, if you put the cap also, so 3 times more cosmic energy you get inside. That means your growth also will be faster. No?
Shall we do it in home or you will provide it, sir?
No, I mean, you can make a pyramid, but if you don't make a proper angle, then it won't give any benefit. So that's why we have already made pyramids. So that's what I posted in the group also. I think you can go through that. Catalog is there. So it has got lot of pyramids, lot of variety of pyramids. If you are in Bangalore, then you can come and take from our center. If you,
I am from Bangalore only, sir.
yes, then where are you staying in Bangalore?
In Dodbam-Sandra.
Sandra, which area? I don't know. I mean, we are at Whitefield.
Vidyanapura.
Vidyanapura. Yes. Whenever you have time, you come and pick up. You can come to the center, do meditation. The very excellent pyramids are there in meditation.
Can you send me details, sir?
Yeah, I will send you in the WhatsApp. I'll put the center details,
Okay.
location and center details. I'll put about Mahavatar Foundation. Okay.
Okay. Thank
So you can buy the pyramids and you can practice meditation also. Wonderful pyramids are there to practice meditation.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, after meals, how much time we are, after meals, how much time we are?
1 hour gap.
1 hour gap. Means why I'm asking, because after meals only we are having mostly more time, then it is a bad habit.
Then what you need to do is take
phone, very bad
yeah.
habit for me.
Yeah, take light food. Don't take heavy food. Okay. What is the light food? Basically, for example, in the light food means I'll try to explain you. So in the night time, maybe one bajra roti, that means sajja roti with some sabji or curry. Okay. So take that. So that is enough. One roti, one sabji, it's enough. Then aram se. So have some empty stomach always in the night when you are going to bed. So have empty stomach. Then before going to bed, half an hour or something before you start. Now, for example, now I am finishing the session now. You go and have some 1 glass of water, then sit in the meditation on the bed itself, wherever you are sleeping now. Just sit on the bed, sit in the meditation posture, start doing meditation. Slowly, you will slip into the meditation. You slip into the sleep. That sleep itself, it becomes a yoga nidra now. So that itself becomes a yoga nidra. So it's in a double impact, it's not double benefit. Okay. So that's how in the night time, maybe how many number of hours you can sit like that, sit, no problem. If your physical body is able to sit for 1 hour, sit like that for 1 hour, do meditation, then slip into sleep. Some people may not sit for such a long time, maybe 20-30 minutes. By the time they get into meditation, then they'll be completely embraced by the good amount of sleep. That means sound sleep will enter into. So then it get into sleep and then morning woke up. That's all. So then your nighttime sleep will also be wonderful.
Afternoon also we are having some time, but we are wasting actually.
Definitely. But that time what happened now? If you are not able to meditation, sleep, you try to read the books. Read the books.
Sir, why afternoon nap is not suggested?
Emma, what is that?
Why afternoon sleep is not suggested?
I'll tell you one
Not
thing.
advisable?
No, it's not advisable because what happens, see, the metabolic activities will be happening. At the same time, if you sleep, maybe small snap is okay. Let me tell you, after the afternoon, you have lunch, for example, right? Immediately you should not go to sleep. Maybe give half an hour, 1 hour gap, and then you have any unrest in the body. Okay, unrest in the body, you take sleep for only half an hour, not more than that. Okay, and some people habit of sleeping for 2-3 hours. So that creates the obesity. Okay.
No.
So that creates the
Sir,
obesity.
we get up early in the morning, so by 2 o'clock we are exhausted.
No, that's why I'm telling. See, to receive the energy, you must spend some time in the meditation. Either see in the night, for example, while going to sleep, have meditation. When you woke up in the morning, sincerely you do half an hour to 45 minutes meditation. And in the afternoon, you are telling, after having food, instead of, suppose if your physical body is not having any kind of a stress, physical body is not having any pains, instead of going into sleep, snap, or whatever nap you are taking, instead of that, go into the meditation. Start doing meditation afternoon also, like 1 hour, half an hour. Okay, that's how. See, whenever you have cosmic energy, whenever you have mental energy, more and more within you, you don't get any kind of a stress or tiredness. All this will not be there. All this will not be there at all. Only thing, lack of the mental energy, and you are draining your battery faster for various activities you are using, right from the morning to night you are using for various activities. Maybe you are a housewife, you are a business profession, or you are into any other profession, and children is there, you are spending time with them and doing a lot of work. So we have all these things. What happen, you go on dissipating energy or go on spending the energy. Where from the energy comes? One is, I told many times, sound sleep, and other one is the meditation. These two are the ways. And in some of the times, prana shakti will come from the food what you take, and some of the prana shakti will come from the breath what you take. These are the sources for the prana shakti. So that prana shakti is as much as possible, it should be there always with you. And you do this prana mudra also. Whenever possible, try to do this prana mudra all the time. All the time you try to practice this. Then this also will increase the vital force within you, vital force. Okay. Right.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, so let's close the session. So thank you, masters. Thanks for joining the session, and thanks for giving opportunity to the Mahavatar Foundation. So
Thank you.
my sincere pranams to my Guruji, beloved Guruji, Brahmarshi
Thank
Patri.
you, thank
Thank
you.
you. Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you, Guruji. Namaste.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you.